guys, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. Well, today I'm here with my second and last alternative card for my Darling Details card club for the month of June. This time I'm using the So Refreshing bundle, and since the Darling Details bundle has as a flower themed, I wanted to use something that was not flower themed this time. So this one's got a nice thing of limeade here for the picture. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and if you'd like to stamp along with me, just look down in the video description below and click on the blog post link, and there you'll find the supplies that you'll need and the paper sizes so you can come back and make the card with me. So first off, let me show you everything that comes in the club this month and explain to you how my monthly online card club works. My club is subscription based, and it's $39.50 a month. You'll subscribe through PayPal, but you don't have to have a PayPal account to subscribe. You'll fill out the information asked for, name, email, credit card info, etc., and then PayPal will charge your card the same time every month until you cancel. Now, for your $39.50 every month, you'll receive $21 to $27 worth of product, card kits for 6 cards, that's 2 each of 3 designs, the exclusive video tutorial to make those 3 cards, a PDF that includes a link to the exclusive video tutorial, links to both the alternative card videos for that month, and this is one of them, links to the supplies needed to make the cards, ink pads, tools, adhesives, etc., pictures of each card, supply list for each card, and paper sizes for each card in case you ever want to make them again. And it also includes the shipping, so there's no additional charge for the shipping. That's included in the $39.50. Now, there is an optional add-on every month for either the stamp set or the bundle that's featured that month. You'll only pay for the stamp set or bundle, the one that you pick out, and I will pay the shipping and tax, saving you 18%, because that's 11% for shipping and the 7% sales tax that Indiana has. Now, if you stay in the club for 6 consecutive months, you'll get a $25 bonus in product from me. You'll receive your $25 bonus pack at the end of the sixth consecutive month. The $25 is before shipping and tax, and I'll pay the shipping and tax for this too. If you stay another 6 consecutive months, you get to choose up to $25 in product of your choice before shipping and tax. Now, if you cancel and then start again in the future, the 6-month countdown will start all over again. Now, this month I'm using the Darling Details bundle, and what you get with a basic card kit, you're going to get the 3 card kits that include all the cardstock that's embossed and die cut for you. Now, the only die cutting I don't do for you are the stamped images. If you don't have the die set, you'll have to fussy cut those out. But you'll get these with your kit. You'll also get a half pack of the Tinsel Gems Four-Pack. The colors, let me open this up so you can see. You will get it in the Ziploc bag. Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, and Pretty Peacock. They go perfectly. Those are 4 of the colors that are in the Glorious Gingham DSP, so that's why I picked those out. So you get a half pack of those. You'll also get a full roll of the white Herringbone Ribbon. And here you will get a half pack of the Glorious Gingham DSP. This is a 6-inch by 6-inch pack. And you'll get 4 of each color. There are 5 colors. So you get 4 sheets of the Blueberry Bushel. And here's the other side. So all colors have the same designs, just they're different colors. So this is the Lemon Lime Twist one. 4 sheets of those. 4 sheets of the Pretty Peacock. 4 sheets of the Berry Burst. And 4 sheets of the Pecan Pie. So that's the half pack of the Glorious Gingham. And then you're also going to get a half pack of the, what is this one called? The Soft Shimmer Specialty Paper. Now, this is a 12 by 12 pack. You'll get the half pack, so you'll get 1 each of a 6 by 12 inch piece of the colors. There are 5 colors all together, so you get 5 sheets. This is Night of Navy. Love the shimmer to this. Pretty Peacock. So the other side is just white. This is Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, and Bubble Bath. So these all go really nicely with the Glorious Gingham paper. So that is everything you get for your $39.50 this month. And then if you want to do the add-ons, let me get all this stuff back here. If you want to do the add-ons, you can get the Darling Details stamp set. This is your first choice. This is $24. That's the total price. And if you want to get the bundle, let me get this out of the way, which also includes the die set. This is a nice big die set. This is $54 to get the bundle. and that's the actual price of the bundle. So you have the option to add on the Darling Details, just the stamp set, or the bundle for $24, the bundle for $54. And remember, I will pay the shipping and tax for the add-on, so that is all you need to pay. So this is in addition to the $39.50 a month, and you do need to let me know that by the 14th of the month, and then have it paid for by the 15th of the month. And I will, I have a link to the Card Club page. Click on that, and when you're there, you can subscribe there. You can scroll down and find out the information for the Darling Details one for this month. And there's also a link to click on the add-on form that you need to fill out to let me know that you want to get this. And I'll send out a PayPal invoice within 24 hours for you to pay that so you can get the stamp set or bundle. Okay, well, that's it. So let's go ahead and get started with my alternative card. Okay, now I'm ready to show you this bundle. This is such a cute bundle, and I love that there are still flowers in it. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You don't even have to use the picture on a card. You could just do the flowers, but I'm actually going to be combining both of them this time. So if you're making this card along with me, you're going to want to get this stamp and this one. You're going to want to get these two flower ones and the stem here and the thank you kindly. And then, and you also want to get the little citrus slice right here. We'll be making it into a lime for this card. And then for the dies, you need this one right here. You also need this picture right here. And you need one of these circles that'll cut out that lime slice. And those are all the dies that you'll need. I'm also using the Nested Essentials dies. I'm using these on the actual Card Club kits. So these will be die cut for everyone that's in my club. And so this is already in my card pack because, like I said earlier, I always just pick one of the Card Club kits and make an alternative card with it. So this will already be in there. But what I used was the second smallest banner die. And there are a couple die cuts there in the card kit that I made with the Darling Details die set that comes in the bundle. And this is the one I used to make the large frame. And you'll see that here in a minute when I start making the card. And then I also used this one to make a floral die cut. So this will be in the card kit already die cut for everybody that's in my club. And last but not least, I'm using the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. And it will already be embossed in the card kit as well. Okay, now we'll get some stamping done. Now in my card kits, I give them a half sheet of basic white when there's stamping to be done. That way they've got plenty of cardstock for both of their cards. So what I'm going to do, especially if they end up using a different bundle, I'm going to bring in the picture. I'm stamping it in Pretty Peacock. I'm going to stamp it here close to the bottom, all the way to the side. That way I've got plenty of room for other things. And I do need a little lime slice, so go ahead and put that right there. Now, normally when I stamp anything that's got more than one step to it, I will start from dark to light, but I have found out with doing the flowers on the stem, you want to do the stem first. So I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist again, and I'll stamp this right here. Okay, now there's some openings here. Now this part is a little tricky, I will admit. I'm going to do the Pretty Peacock. Now, this little line right up here kind of lines up with this little stem here. And this opening here lines up with this big flower here. Now, if I get those two lined up, then I'm good to go. So let's see if I can do this because I am at an angle. And I'm kind of looking at this one too. This bottom one kind of lines up right in here. So get this all lined up. Looking at this top one. Then bring this one down a little bit. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's pretty good. I've been practicing, I promise. So if you get this set, you just practice a couple times and it gets easier. I'm happy with that one. Now I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon. And the reason you usually go from dark to light, since this is stamped in dark, now I can see through the light ink I'm doing right now and line up those flowers. And the flowers line up really easy. There we go. So we've got this ready to go. Oh, I almost forgot to do my inside. I'm going to grab this one here. This will fill in my picture. I'm using Lucky Limeade again. Now I'm going to stamp off because I want a light version of this color because I'm going to be adding some little lime slices inside my picture. So I've got that down. I don't know if you can see it, but I like the detail in this. It makes it look like you've got the light shining on the picture. I really like that. I'm going to bring my in my Lucky Limeade again. I keep saying that. Lemon Lime Twist. I don't know why I want to keep calling it Lucky Limeade. That's an old color from a while back. So I'm going to stamp this without stamping off. That makes the lime slices a little darker. And that way you can faintly see them inside the picture. And I'm going to bring in the little banner right here. Now, the stamps, this one was too long, but the thank you will work just fine without the kindly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my pretty peacock. And since this is clear, I can tell that I am not inking up the kindly here at the end. There's enough space there. I can do that. And if you're nervous, you could put tape, Scotch tape or any kind of tape right here. And except for tear and tape, that would probably hurt your stamp. But any regular tape to cover that up so you don't ink it up by accident. And then you would make sure you take the tape off before you stamp. And this is just going to go right here in the middle. Like so. Okay. And then we've got a little more stamping to do. I'm going to grab this. This is a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of basic white. And I'm going to stamp a picture in there again. So bring in my pretty peacock. Stamp this in the bottom left corner. Oops. Bring in the stamp that'll fill it up. I'm going to stamp off again. Line this up. And then I'll take my limes and get those stamped in there. And the inside's all done. So we're all done stamping, so let's get the die cutting machine out. Okay, I'm going to get this ready for die cutting. So I've got the base plate platform down here. It's number 1, the die plate number 2, and a standard cutting plate number 3. I'm going to bring this sheet in first. Now, another reason I also did the stem first, the first time I did this, I did it with the flowers first and then the stem. Then this didn't line up at all. If I got the flowers lined up, the stem was off. So doing the stem first helps me angle the flowers just right. And there we go. It's off just a teeny bit, so I'm just doing the best I can, and it's going to look just fine. Bring it down a little bit. Oh, there, that's better. If I brought it down, it lined up a lot better. So I'm going to put some tape here. This is Post-it tape, by the way, in case you didn't know. I use this to keep the dies down because I don't want them moving as I run them through. And the Post-it tape comes off really easy. That way I don't have to worry about it tearing my cardstock too. Or you could use Post-it notes if you don't have this. You can also use washi tape, but I would go from there. Either Post-it tape and Post-it notes. If you don't have either one of those, then use washi tape. Because washi tape sometimes tears up the cardstock. So I've got all that ready to go. Put another standard cutting plate here on top. I'm going to run this through. And I'll show you how these look. I don't even have to go super slow. You don't want to go too fast taking that tape off, just in case. But there we go. See, that cut pretty good. So we've got that one. Here's the picture. There we go. And here's our little lime. He's kind of covered up with the tape, but he's going to be just fine. There we go. So we are all done with the die cutting machine because I've already done the embossing and the die cutting of the frame. So let's go ahead and finish this card. Okay, now I'm bringing my card base in. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of pretty peacock. I'll line those corners up. Get my bone folder. Oop, lined it up again. I kind of moved. So we've got that ready to go. Now I want to grab this frame and this piece. This frame was die cut out of a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Lost Lagoon. And then I just centered that frame die in the middle. So this was actually the cut part of the cardstock, because I could have even made this even wider if I wanted to. The opening would have still been the same, because what it does, it just die cuts the opening out. And I love the stitching that goes around that. If I wanted to make this thinner, I would just make this piece of cardstock a little thinner. But that 4 and 5 1/4 worked perfect for my card. So I'm going to grab my silicone mat here. And I'm going to put some adhesive along the edges, kind of on the outside. I don't want to get it in those holes, okay? like so. So we'll get this all ready. I'm using my silicone mat just in case I do go over, because I do not want to get adhesive on my workspace. It's a little hard to get off later. A lot easier to take off of this. Okay, now that this is all ready, I'm going to bring this in. This is the side I want facing the front. So I'm going to turn this over, and I just center this in the frame like so. There, that looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be completely centered because it's still a little bit, it's bigger than the opening, so you should be fine. Oh, and by the way, I think I forgot to tell you the size of this. This is 3 3/4 by 5 because I want a little smaller than the whole Lost Lagoon piece, just so the edges aren't hanging over the outside. Okay, now I'm going to grab a piece of the Glorious Gingham DSP. Like I showed you at the beginning, they get a half pack of this. This is a 2 by 3 1/4 inch piece of the Lemon Lime Twist. You can use whichever side you want, but this is the one I went for. I think this looks more like a picnic table tablecloth. So that's why I'm going to use this side since we're doing the limeade. The limeade picture. I guess I was right. So I've got that on there. I'm going to put this right here in the center, like so. Okay, now I'm going to use some of the ribbon that comes in the club this month. This is the herringbone ribbon, white herringbone ribbon. And I'm going to be putting it right around here. So since this is, I've still got my silicone mat out, I'm just going to put some adhesive on each end of the ribbon. And then I can just wrap this around. I want to make sure I still have some of the Gingham DSP showing at the top. And make sure it's straight before I finish this last end. Just wrap it around, because since I already have the adhesive on there, it's sticking to the back. And now that this is on, I can go ahead and put this on the card base. So I'm going to make sure I definitely get some here on this, like a Lemon Lime Twist layer, brick layer. Because since this is going to be lower, the Lost Lagoon is lower, putting adhesive on there, you can, that's fine, but it's probably not going to stick to the card base as much. What's going to be sticking the most is the Lemon Lime Twist one. So we'll just put this right here in the center. And then I've got a little die cut. This one is the flower one. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to bring in my little picture. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put the picture on first. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put them more in the center because I want to be able to stick the flowers down here. And I also want to be able to put the stem of flowers at the bottom. So that should be pretty good, about right there. Take these paper backings off. And then this is just going to go down here in the bottom left corner of the card. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead. There's some big spaces right here. So I'm just going to take my glue dots. You could also use multi-purpose glue, or if you want to use a little bit of seal, that's fine too. But these are nice big centers. So those glue dots will fit just fine in those little centers. And I'm not going to have to worry about seeing them on the outside of the, on the right side, that is. They're going to be hiding behind the flower. So don't have to worry about there being any sticky stuff there. So this is a nice short stem, so I can stick this in. Those dimensionals are not going to get in the way. Get angled the way I like it. I'm holding it down here, not putting the glue dots down yet to make sure that looks good, and that does. So now I'll go ahead and stick those down. So those are ready to go. Then I'm going to bring in this here, the flower stem. And I'm going to put some adhesive here. This I'm just using regular seal. I'm not going to put any here. If you want to, you go right ahead. But since it's so narrow, I don't want to get adhesive on the edges here. And it's going to go underneath the picture anyway. Now, I kind of liked this flower going on the top, above the picture. And then you just kind of angle it a little bit. There we go. And put this down. So this is holding that stem down. The picture is, so you don't have to worry. That's why I didn't bother with the adhesive on that. Now I'm going to bring in that banner, and we'll go ahead and turn this over. Now, it's going to be going over this ribbon, so I don't want the dimensionals to be attached to the ribbon, just the ribbon. I want it to be able to get on the cardstock too. So if it's only on the ribbon, it's not going to stay on very well. So I'm putting one on, it doesn't matter which side, just one in the center and one here, just making sure you keep them on the edges. Take the paper backings off. And then I will put this about right here. So yes, part of the dimensionals are going to be on the ribbon, but the outer parts of it are going to be on the cardstock. So that's going to hold it down a lot better if it was just on the ribbon. And now I'm going to bring in that little slice, lime slice, put a glue dot on it. I'm going to put here in the top right corner. I just thought the banner needed just a little something. Now I've got one more thing to glue on. So I'm going to grab the inside piece, put some adhesive on here. Put this for the inside. I always like to decorate the inside. I think it makes the card extra special. We got to have the inside coordinate with the outside, don't we? So there's the inside. Now we could stop there, but we've got to use that bling that comes in the club. Okay, so everybody in the club is getting a half pack of this Tinsel Gems 4-pack. And I'm going to be using the lemon lime twist ones. Take this off. I'm going to pick up a small one. Oops, looks like I might have to do my putty over again. Sometimes it dries out a little bit and it doesn't like to stick to the gem. There we go, much better. I'm going to put a small one here in the middle of my lime slice. And I'm going to use a couple big ones. I'm going to put them right here in the center of the two big flowers of this die cut here. There we go. And that is it. So this is my last alternative for my Darling Details Card Club. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget about joining club. You've got until the 15th. So June 15th of 2023 is the last day that you can subscribe to get this particular kit. And if you subscribe after that, you'll be getting July's kit. So thank you so much for watching. And if you live in the United States and do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would love to be yours. And I'd love to mail out your first catalog to you free. This is the annual catalog that just came out last May. So it's only been a month in, so we've still got another 11 months with this wonderful catalog. I love it a lot. And this is where the So Refreshing bundle came from, by the way. So just click on that contact me link below and then send me your mailing address and I'll get one mailed out to you right away. Now, if you'd like to stamp with me again, just click that subscribe button below in the bottom right corner. And then when the little bell icon pops up, select all. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. So thanks again. I know I've already thanked you, but I really do thank you so much for watching. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you want to comment or like the video, I would love for you to do that. That also helps. And I love the comments. That way I can interact with you. That's what makes this so much fun when I get to interact with you. So I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.